Bonjour! Good morning! Today is April 1st, commonly known as April Fools. And after I do the word of the day and the phrase of the day, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of April Fools en français, and then I'll do it in English after. So, to start, the word of the day for April 1st is loon, and it means someone who's crazy, or it could mean the bird, a loon. And in Canada we use our loonies, our $1 coins, like that because they have a loon on them. And our phrase of the day is, I have an awesome imagination. Today's the day for imagination. Make up a prank, a harmless one, and try and pull it on someone in your family, maybe your parents or a sibling, maybe even try and pull a prank on a pet like a dog or cat and see how that goes. So today's the day for imagination. Speaking of harmless pranks, a harmless prank means nobody gets hurt, nobody has their feelings hurt, and nothing of somebody else's gets broken or destroyed. So, some harmless pranks, and I'm going to give you one at the end of this video. Okay, alors, la Poisson d'avril en français. L'histoire de Poisson d'avril. On dit le Poisson d'avril parce que dans les années 1500, maintenant, on commençait à porter les nouveaux vêtements de printemps dans avril, le 1er d'avril. Et ces vêtements avaient beaucoup de plis, beaucoup de fabriques là-dedans pour qu'ils regardent très grand et ça dit que c'est très riche. Les choses comme ça. Et dans les plis, the folds, dans les plis du vêtement, tu peux cacher peut-être des choses. Alors, le chose qu'il faisait, il prend une petite poisson qui n'était pas vraiment frais, alors ça sent parce que c'est pas frais, et il essaie de le cacher dans les plis du fabrique de quelqu'un d'autre. Et quand tu attends pour un petit peu, tu ne peux pas trouver le poisson parce que c'est caché, mais tu peux le sentir. Tu peux sentir le poisson parce que c'est pas frais, ça ne sent pas bon. Alors tu dois trouver le poisson dans votre vêtement. Et ça, c'était le défi de Poisson d'avril. Alors ça, c'est l'histoire de le Poisson d'avril en français. So, in English, we say April Fool's Day, but in French, it's April Fish Day, which sounds a lot like April Fool's Day. And the reason for this is because in the 1500s and up until now, people would start wearing new clothing in the springtime around April 1st and throughout April. And these new clothes would have lots of fabric and lots of folds in them. They'd be very big and voluptuous, right? Lots of volume, and it would make you seem more rich if you had more fabric on your clothing. So what you could do is you could hide things in those folds. So the challenge that people would take on is they'd take a tiny little fish, a smelly one because it wasn't fresh, and they would try to hide it in the folds and in the fabric of other people. And then you would wait and you wouldn't find the fish because there was so much fabric, but you would smell the fish in your clothing, and then you'd have to go through your clothing and try and find it because it would smell really bad. It already wasn't a fresh fish, and then you left it in clothing. So that's the history of April Fool's Day, and then they, when you find the fish, you'd say April Fools or April Fish. There's your April Fish. So my challenge for you today is to draw a fish on a card, on a piece of paper, and put a little bit of tape on the top or on the back, and try and tape it to the back of either your parent or your sibling, and see how long it stays there. This is a harmless prank. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody's stuff is ruined, right? And you're not touching things that aren't yours. It's a harmless prank, and it's funny. And then when they say, why a fish? You can explain to them the history of April Fish Day. Maybe you can even explain it en français to your parents and impress them with some knowledge. And that's the history of April Fools. I hope you have a great day, and you'll get another video tomorrow. Au revoir!